stayed in room 418, 418. This won't be a review of the whole hotel, it's too big, and I'm just gonna do the room review. There are plenty of great reviews on Google or YouTube. So they do have the regular key card pass. You walk into the room. This is one of the side wings, 418. The kid just tried to scare me. You put your key into the slot here to turn on the power, and you walk in and you got a beautiful view. It's pretty dirty, the window right now. It's not fog. It's we had a hurricane last night and they're barely cleaning up the hotel from it. Hurricane Zeta. So my first hurricane, interesting experience. All right, it's around 6 p.m. now, so winds are definitely picking up. And the, you can see the water's really coming further up. I think it's going to touch down around midnight, so we'll see what happens. Interesting experience. It's a bit of a mess, the room, because they're not cleaning them as often because of COVID. But anyways, you got the full-length mirror. When you walk in, you have a TV. Fortunately, the TV's got a ton of stuff. A lot of channels, like 4 or 5 HBO channels. I don't know why recently I've liked going to hotel rooms and relaxing in the hotel watching movies. There is a fully stocked fridge, including beer and what have you. I did get the all-inclusive option, which I always do when I come to Cancun. And as you'll be able to see in other reviews, they do have plenty of restaurants here. They're 5, and there's 24/7 room service, and the room service is really good. So let's take a look at the view. When you get out here, you have these 2 chairs and a beautiful ocean. You're not seeing the regular blue Cancun ocean at the moment because the storm is in the process of leaving. So it's overcast, and you can see the waters come all the way up to the hotel. Normally the beach is much wider. The tide is still high from the pressure system. I don't know too much about that sort of thing. But you can't go on the beach really because it's just too crazy. But anyways, so this is the view from the hotel. There's 2 wings. There's that wing and then this one, and then there's a center area. I was a bit confused. Like when I was gonna book the hotel, all the pictures of the rooms here had these giant jacuzzis in the middle of the main area, which looked ridiculous to me and cumbersome. So I specifically asked for a room on one of the sides where the jacuzzi wasn't in the middle of the bedroom. Now that I've seen the interior of these ones, and including some of these ones, I actually would go back and just get the regular room that has the jacuzzi in the living room because it's laid out in such a way. It actually makes the room look a lot longer and better. So not to complain about my room, because the good thing is you get much bigger balconies on this side. So beautiful view. These 3 areas here are 2 pools. They're closed down for renovations because of COVID. They're taking advantage of it. As you can see, there's a restaurant, outdoor restaurant off in the distance. There are 2 swim-up bars on the other side, which are now open. They were closed for a while because of COVID, but recently they reopened, and there's a really good restaurant here called Ipanema, which is like a steakhouse, and one of my favorite restaurants. The food here is very good. Let's go back in. I'll show you the room amenities. Again, this is 418. We're on the 4th floor. There is my friend's kid sucking on a lollipop. Yes, it is a mess. I know, don't tell me. But yeah, the room is a little smaller when it's without the jacuzzi in it. So I do recommend getting the jacuzzi. Now there's a very deep and very big closet, surprisingly. So that takes up some of the room. And then you have your obligatory safe. I noticed inside the safe, there's it says Cancun Palace, which I remember back in the day was one of the big hotels here. So I guess Hard Rock at some point purchased it and rebranded it. The light switches are kind of funky. You never know which switch is going to turn on what light, so it's weird. But this is the bathroom, so as you can see, they've put the jacuzzi inside the bathroom, which is where it should be, but the other rooms have it like literally outside here. Stand-up shower, good strong water pressure, beautiful view. Keep the curtain drawn so people can't see me doing my business in here. And then you have the, the separate water closet area, separate toilet. So all in all, I had a good stay here, 6 nights, 7 days. I flew, this time I used Costco for the first time, which I haven't used before. I'm here in October 2020. The whole trip cost, including airfare and transfer from the airport to the hotel, and this was an all-inclusive deal. It came to roughly about, I'm gonna say $800 US from Los Angeles. So I'm gonna roughly attribute $350 to the flight, and then the balance of about $450 to the 6 nights, 7 days, which for this hotel is a good deal. I'm a big TripAdvisor guy, and on TripAdvisor this hotel is ranked number 19 out of how many hundreds here in Cancun in the strip hotel zone, basically, as they call it. So that is my review. If you want to know what these rooms. Oh, by the way, so when you are asking for rooms, see these. I'm basically on this side of the wing. These hotels are up and down on this column, right next to where the elevator shafts and stairwells are. These are the ones like mine, which are king size beds. I recommend, if you do want to stay in one of the wings, get one of these ones, because these ones actually have the jacuzzi in the living room, and the rooms seem a lot more spacious for whatever reason. So I do recommend that. You can look at other YouTube reviews from other people, look at all the hotels. Pardon me, the hotels, restaurants, I mean. Drinks are nice and stiff. They have top shelf liquor here, which I was happy about. And good group of people. Right now it's October, so I'm not seeing as many like Americans and what have you. And of course, COVID's around the world, so it's kind of suppressed traveling. But this hotel is pretty up and running, and I've been very pleased with the amount of sanitation that goes on here and cleanliness. It's thoroughly cleaned. You'll be pretty impressed too. So good luck with your vacation, and this is what room 418 looks like when you're asking for a room, and this is the layout of a room without the jacuzzi in the room. All right.